How did the audition go through? I mean, you said that there were other girls who were very confident about their appearances and about their looks. मतलब audition का experience था आपको पहले या फिर this was the first audition? How was it? Like, how was the experience?
This was the very first audition regarding such kind of TV shows and everything.
Okay. Okay.
So I didn't know much about this, to be very honest,
Right.
because I was clueless actually. So
Right.
I didn't know how I should present myself and how to approach the people
Right.
who actually would take me up. So
Right.
I just thought like I just need to be myself and accept
Right.
everything, because of course there will be many people who will be better than you in many ways. To be very
Right. Right.
honest, there will be,
Right.
of course.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
the thing
Correct.
is,
Huh.
but the thing is, if you accept yourself for who you are, then the world will accept you for
Wow.
just being yourself. So I
Yes.
just had that thing in me, and I gave my
Right.
audition back to back. And when I first gave my audition, they asked me basic questions like where I was from and what I was doing and why I wanted to be in this show. So likewise, I answered to them, and it was
Okay.
quite good. But the final, but the final audition, which was the third one,
Yeah.
there were around 10 people who were auditioning,
Uh-huh.
and I was the single one standing there. I mean, seated, and
Right.
it was quite like scary audition at that point.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So, I mean, so coming back to your modeling days, I think so you came to Bombay to do your theater, to do your acting course, to learn acting. You want to become an actor. How did modeling happen? How did modeling happen? How did you think, yeah, okay, let's go to an audition. Let's audition. There's this show happening. Let's go and audition. Because you came to Bombay to learn theater, to learn acting. So how did modeling happen? Was it something that you wanted to try, or what was it like?
So I didn't know much about modeling also, neither about acting. I started to know, and I was always interested in acting and stuff, but I didn't know that I could actually do modeling
Okay.
because of my height as well. My height is around 5'6", and I didn't like thought of modeling as such. And when I was auditioning, like I said before, an agency, they just approached me and they told me like there is one audition going on. Would you like to go and give it a shot? Then I said,
Right.
no, it's for models. Like I don't have a proper height, so should I? Then she told me one
Right.
thing. I still have that very clearly up in my head. She said, Manila, you never know. Like,
Yeah,
why didn't you just
exactly.
give it a shot? You
Exactly.
never know.
Exactly.
Then it was so funny actually. The call for this supermodel thing happened to me around 10:30 p.m. and they called
Right.
me up saying that you got in this show and you are shortlisted.
Haha.
So and I asked them like, when is the show starting from? They told me the very next day, and they had given me a
Wow.
whole lot of like list of the things that I had to carry with
Huh.
me, and I didn't have like many of the things that were listed up from there, but somehow I managed to like carry
Like
whatever stuff
get
I
all of it, whatever you had, yeah. So, with regard to modeling, there's one more question. So, since you're from Sikkim, I remember you mentioned in one of your interviews that there are not many people who know about modeling as a career. There are not many people who know that modeling is a career and fashion is a career. And so how did you get that exposure from Sikkim? And are there any institutes who are training all the women or probably men also in grooming, or what's the scenario in Sikkim like?
So in our state, I think in most of the northeastern state, I guess, what I've experienced is like parents, they always ask the child to study, like they not force exactly, but they want their child to do something in this field, and they think like this is the
Right,
best career option they can actually rely on for
right,
lifelong.
right,
So likewise, even my parents said the same thing, and we don't have any such kind of. We do have beauty pageant things like that, one or two,
okay,
but
okay,
not to that extent that it's just flourishing up. and which is
Hmm.
very nice actually for
Right.
upcoming generation. I just wanted to try and give it a shot, and it was very
Right.
difficult for me to convince my parents
Yeah.
before, because they didn't know where I was heading towards, and
Right.
because they were not, like, they were nowhere close to the field that I was going towards. They were
Right.
clueless
Right.
actually.
Right.
So it was my own decision, and I did face a lot of difficulties in convincing them.
So
Yeah,
how long did you convince them?
I guess a year, yeah,
Wow.
year. I started to convince them because I was doing my pharmacy as well last year,
Right. Right.
B Farm. Yeah, since then.
Wow. So that took a lot of convincing, and but finally it paid off.
Gee.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, before making into this supermodel, I was doing caters back there in Mumbai, and because I was kind of like, it was already been around 7 to 8 months that I was spending out there in Mumbai, and
Hmm.
nothing was clicking out for me. So
Okay.
at that point of time, I had called my mother. Yeah, and I told to my mom that I'm so sorry. I should have listened to you before what you had told me about. So I'm
Hmm.
so sorry. I can't do this now. I think I need to come back. But she said, um, like, Manila, you had so much of those energies when you moved up from here, that the
Right.
willpower that you like, wanted, if you wanted to do something, that you really had that energy
Hmm.
that you carried with you. So where is that gone now? I want that thing
Wow.
in you. So
Yeah.
soon after I spoke to her, a week and a half, I guess, the supermodel
Hmm.
thing audition came up to me.
You also said that, in one of the interviews, you mentioned that you auditioned for Femina Miss India Northeast and you were rejected because of your height. What's
Yeah.
the story? What's the story?
So the story is like, I told, like I said, like
Huh.
um always wanted to, not always, but I had developed a strong like towards acting and theater like that. So
Hmm.
I saw that most of the people who were not from this industry had actually had some sort of beauty pageant thing and all in their background.
Hmm.
So I too wanted to give it a shot by doing this Femina Miss India.
Right.
And likewise, I took my dad, my father, to Guwahati at that time where it was happening, the audition was happening. So
Uh-huh.
I was standing up in a queue line, like, line of girls, like waiting up for the audition to get over. And they were just writing down their names and
Huh.
filling up the forms. Likewise, I too thought like I would get selected in this one.
Okay.
But
Okay.
my dad was standing just like, opposite to me. And
Okay.
then when I was about to, when I was done filling up the form, girl, she called me and she approached me saying she wants to measure the height. Now it's her turn.
Okay.
So she said like,
Okay.
oh, you don't have a proper height that's required in this one, and which is okay actually. But
So
she said
what's the ideal height that's required? I mean, 5'6",
I
I think
think
5'6" is
five
good enough.
5'6", a little more than 5'6", I guess.
Okay.
So
That's a good answer.
then yeah,
Yeah.
then it was very disheartening at that point of time.
Huh.
And because my dad, he just came for me from Sikkim to Guwahati, and
Hmm.
the way he saw me, like, I was crying there, like,
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
was very. He might have felt very sad at that time.
Wow. All right. So, so coming to a little serious question, not really, but so this actually I've prepared some questions. I got some questions from the people. So there's this one question which is there are rumors that contestants with regard to Supermodel of the Year. Let's talk about
Gee,
Supermodel of the Year now. So with regard to the show, I think there are some rumors that contestants in the show they
gee.
don't get along very well. So what's the scene like? Is this actually a rumor or is it some kind of a truth there?
Um, well, I don't know about other such kind of shows, but
Hmm.
regarding the supermodel show, I don't think like anyone was like that. To be very honest, it's not just for
Okay.
saying, but we
Okay.
all complimented each other, lived like as sisters, and
Mm-hmm.
we were never like that. If we didn't like something about someone, we used to go and talk to them straight, like face to
Say
face,
it.
like
Yeah. Straight
listen,
up. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
this is the thing I didn't like about you, and
Yeah.
again, like everything used to get settled down.
Okay. So this is a candid question again, a very candid question to you. So now that you won Supermodel of the title of the year ka title, okay. Now that you're
Mhm.
the Supermodel of the year, uh, has it ever happened to you as well that when your mom and told you to ki theek hai Manila, go get vegetables in the market, and you replied to your mom saying, "No, mom, I'm a supermodel. I don't do such stuff." Has it
Recently,
ever happened to you?
yeah, recently, it's like very funny. My mommy, she used to say like, "Okay, Manila, let's go and get some
Huh,
groceries." Just 2 days back, she said,
right.
"Mommy, please, like, are you like telling a supermodel to carry vegetables, like groceries?" And she said, "You may be
Huh.
supermodel outside, but at home you are my daughter. You have to carry them." I did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's one more question that I got while I put up the story, and it said that so since you have to look all glammed up in while shooting for the show and everything, do you always stay glammed up while you're at home also? This is one of the questions I received from people.
No, we are all normal human beings at home, even
Okay.
outside, but
Uh-huh.
that is totally professional where we have to look in a certain way as
Uh-huh.
required. But at
Uh-huh.
home, I just wear just casual clothes and like
Right.
no makeup at all,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a normal skincare routine.
Yeah.
And yes, like that.
Okay. All right. Okay. So coming back to one of the videos I was talking about. So there was one of the videos in your Instagram profile, and you mentioned that you were stereotyped. You were called Momos. You were called Chickney, or you were Chinky, or you were called Hakka noodles. So what's that stereotype with regard to people from the Northeast? What is it stereotype? I mean, if you could break that stereotype, and how was that experience? I mean, how do you shut these kind of people?
How to shut? I don't know like how I or anyone should shut them because as an individual, we all have our own unique way of thinking and acknowledging things that's around. We can never
Mm-hmm.
actually ask them to stop or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm.
yes, um, people do feel bad or a little sad when, like, they are not accepted, like, in a kind of way,
Right, right,
even though you are from the same country.
right.
But this kind of scenario is going, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it's changed. It has changed actually. So, and people will
I
change.
mean, but there are still people who, I mean, whenever they see someone from the even so, I'm from Calcutta, and even
Yes.
in Calcutta, this happens that when I was in school or when I was in college, I didn't face this because I'm not from Northeast, but there were people from Northeast, and I heard people saying, "Arey, to Chinky, she must be from China or she must be from Japan." So, अरे तुम तो तुम्हारा favorite food तो सिर्फ मोमोज ही होगा. So things like that, I think this stereotype needs to change. This mentality from people needs to change. That it's okay. I am just from Northeast. That doesn't mean my favorite food is momo. That doesn't mean I'm from China. So there are a lot of myths with regard to being a model. There must be some there are a lot of stories that people talk about. Modeling में ऐसा है, modeling stable career नहीं है. Not everybody can become a model.
Um, it's up to people to choose what they want to do in their career. But if
Mm,
people who are really interested in modeling,
mm,
people do say that there is that modeling duration is very short and you can't do
mm-hmm.
it for lifelong.
Yeah, correct, correct.
But the thing is, what you actually want to do in life. If you want to go and study, that's one of the best thing. one can actually go for. If you want to go into sports, if you want to go into dance, if you want to go into music, likewise, if you want to go in modeling, it's all up to you. But in modeling, if you really want to take a career and if you are like very determined to do something or make a name of your own in this industry,
Right.
You just have to be at the right place at the right time and just let it be. And you just have to remain focused. And of course, the industry has changed and is changing. The income you get is good, and you can actually rely on the income for the rest of your life. Not rest of your life, but for a certain duration, of course. But
Of
you can
course, yeah.
actually switch, because when you start modeling, it's not just about modeling. There is a whole, like, a line into that you need to discover.
Yeah. So there are
So
brands who are coming in, and then
yeah.
a lot of things happens. I mean, it's
Yes.
not just when people talk about modeling, it's not just walking the ramp, right?
It's not just
It's
that.
yeah. It's not just about walking the ramp. It's just not about looking a certain way, right? So there's one question that we're getting is how was your society's reaction on your victory? So when you won the title and you came back to Sikkim, did what were the first things that people told you?
They all were very happy, actually. They
Okay.
congratulated me, and even the people whom I had never met in my
Uh-huh.
entire life, they actually came down to my home. They garlanded me. They
Right.
celebrated the um, achievement of me like as their own, and they
Uh-huh.
welcomed me in a very warm and greeted me very warmly. They all
Right.
were super happy.
Right. So now do you think that the perception is changing in people about
Gee, of
about
course.
about choosing a different career? Is it changing
Gee,
now in your
gee,
state?
G. I think it had changed long before even I met into
Mm-hmm.
like even before I met this
Mm-hmm.
sorry, but
Yeah.
I think now there are like more forms saying like, okay, even this could be a career option, not just.
Right. 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 Diet. What do you eat on a regular basis?
To be honest, I don't have any diet routine. I just
Okay.
um,
Wow.
G. Such
Yeah.
like truly. Sorry, I was about to speak Nepali. Yeah.
You can. There are a lot of people who are saying, please speak in Nepali. So if you can give
Okay.
this answer in Nepali, and then you can translate for me. I will not understand
Okay.
Nepali. So if you just answer in Nepali.
साँच्चै मेरोमा केही डाइट प्लानहरू जस्तो केही छैन, किनभने म पुरा खानाहरू पनि मलाई लाइक सबै कुरा टेस्टहरू गर्नु मनपर्छ। तर यति हो लाइक मैले चाहिँ एक्सर्साइज गर्छु जहिले उठेर एटलिस्ट 30 मिनट्सको लागि, अनि पानी पुरा पिउँछु। सो यही हो मेरो एक्चुअल डाइट रिजन। सो नाउ आई ट्रान्सलेट।
Okay, yes. So
So
I understood Pani Puri if you said that. Did you say that? No? Okay. Okay.
it's not pani puri. It's like pani pure means like I drink water
Lot of water.
and
Okay,
in
Pani.
that
Okay, okay, okay.
energy.
All right. So if
And
you can translate whatever you said in English or in Hindi.
so
Yeah.
um, I said like I don't have any diet routine. I drink
Yeah.
water, and yes, I do exercise for at least 30 minutes in a
Okay.
day. That's the only.
All right. One of the questions that we're getting is by Faiz, and he's asking, can you say any Hindi movie dialogue or sing any Hindi song?
Hindi song. I
Hindi
can't
song or any
remember.
Hindi dialogue, Hindi movie dialogue.
I don't know.
Any dialogue.
I can sing actually.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
2-3 lines, not more than that, because I
Yeah,
don't
that's okay.
know it.
That's
It's
okay.
where from from a movie Tu Jaane Na. No. What's the
Okay.
movie name? I
Tu
forgot.
Jaane Na is Ajay Prem ki
Ajay
Gazab
Prem Ki
Kahani.
Gajab Kaani.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like this. मिल के भी हम ना मिले तुमसे न जाने क्यों नीलों के है फासले तुमसे न जाने क्यों कैसे बताए क्यों तुझको चाहे यारा बता ना पाए.
Wow, awesome. You've got a wonderful voice, yeah, Manila.
Thank you.
I think you should upload some of your songs on Instagram as well. Your fans would love to see it. Yeah. All right. So we've got the last 2 minutes on the live. Any advice that you'd like to give to young girls or young boys or men or women who want to try out modeling or acting, or how did you fight your fear? How did you fight your inhibition, that fight your relatives saying that you ye nahi kar sakte? What is that one advice you'd like to give to the youth?
If you believe in yourself and your dreams, just go for it, regardless of what people gonna tell you or regardless of the outcome even. Don't worry
Right.
about what the outcome may be. Like, you can never, like, you can not always win, but of course
Hmm.
the failure will teach you a lot more things than success actually can. So just go for it.
Right.
Don't worry about anything.
Right. That's wonderful advice. Last 15 seconds. Thank you so much, Manila, for joining in.
Thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure. Congratulations on winning Supermodel of the Year once again. And it's been a
Thank you so
pleasure speaking to you, knowing about your journey. Thank you so much for doing this. It's been an absolute honor. Thank you.